There comes a moment in every life when it feels as though everything is falling apart. The plans you once trusted begin to dissolve. The people you relied on drift away. Even the person you see in the mirror feels unfamiliar. You wake up each day wondering if the pain will ever stop, questioning whether the version of yourself you once knew is gone forever. It feels like failure, but it is. It's a passage. What feels like breakdown is often the mind and soul preparing for transformation. As Carl Jung observed, growth into deeper awareness does not happen without pain. What appears to be destruction is often the inner world reorganizing itself for a new phase of becoming. What follows are 8 powerful signs that you may be standing on the edge of the greatest comeback of your life. Not a surface-level improvement, but a deep inner rebirth, one that reshapes how you understand yourself. These signs are not about forced optimism or external success. They are psychological and spiritual indicators that an old identity is dissolving and something more authentic is preparing to emerge. If life feels heavy, uncertain, or lost right now, stay with this until the end. You may discover that what you believed was the end was actually the beginning of your return. The first sign is a collapse that feels complete. Roles, relationships, or dreams that once defined you may suddenly disappear. You feel stripped down, exposed, unsure of who you are without the structures that once held you together. From a Jungian perspective, this is the ego being humbled by the deeper self. Life removes what can no longer support your growth. This emptiness is not punishment, it is clearing. What is falling away are false supports that once protected you but now restrict you. Every true rebirth begins with dismantling. Within collapse lies a hidden clarity. When what is false is removed, what remains is what is real. This is the moment to stop asking why life is happening to you and begin asking what it is revealing within you. Resist the urge to rebuild too quickly. Let the dust settle. What comes next must rise from truth, not fear. The void is not an enemy, it is fertile ground. The second sign is the surfacing of deep pain. As the old life falls away, emotions you believed were long resolved begin to rise again. Grief, anger, shame, sadness, all demand to be felt. Pain is not cruelty from life. It is a signal from the unconscious asking for attention. Something within you needs to be acknowledged. The comeback begins when you stop numbing this pain and allow it to speak. Pain is not there to destroy you. It is the doorway through which awareness expands. Instead of rushing to fix it, listen. Every emotion carries information. Often, pain reveals where you have been abandoning yourself. Even the body joins the conversation through tension, exhaustion, or illness. Healing begins when suffering is honored rather than judged. Pain is not proof that you are broken. It is proof that you are waking up. The third sign is an encounter with your shadow. The shadow consists of the parts of yourself you rejected in order to be accepted, loved, or safe. During transformation, these parts return with force. You may notice jealousy, anger, fear, or resentment rising unexpectedly. The instinct is to push them away, but this meeting is essential. True transformation does not come from pretending to be flawless. It comes from integrating what was once denied. When you face your shadow honestly, you reclaim lost energy and authenticity. What you feared becomes a source of strength. Anger often hides passion. Envy hides desire. Fear hides intuition. The shadow is not trying to harm you, it is trying to complete you. Integration does not mean perfection. It means becoming real. The fourth sign is a period of silence. After emotional upheaval, life may grow strangely quiet. You feel disconnected from old goals but not yet aligned with new ones. This in-between phase can feel uncomfortable and empty, but it is a crucial stage of inner incubation. The mind wants to act and fix, but something deeper is reorganizing. What feels like stagnation is actually rest. Roots are growing beneath the surface. This is the time to resist interpreting quiet as failure. Transformation often happens invisibly. Solitude, reflection, journaling, and time in nature become powerful allies here. The inner voice speaks softly. To hear it, the noise must fade. The fifth sign is the appearance of meaningful coincidences. After enduring the silence, life begins to respond. You notice symbols, dreams, conversations, or unexpected moments that seem to mirror your inner questions. These are not random events. They are reflections of growing alignment between your inner and outer world. These moments are not signs of superiority or destiny. They are conversations. Life is responding because you are finally listening. When such moments appear, pause and ask what they are reflecting within you. The more honestly you live, the clearer this dialogue becomes. This is not magic, it is coherence. The sixth sign is the release of control. Before every true comeback, there is surrender. You stop forcing outcomes and accept uncertainty. Overthinking loses its grip. You begin to trust that life has an intelligence beyond your plans. This is not weakness. It is deep trust. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means giving over. You move with life rather than against it. Instead of demanding clarity, you take one honest step at a time. The paradox is that when control is released, space opens for things to unfold naturally. The seventh sign is the return of authentic power. Energy slowly comes back, but it feels different from before. It is quieter, steadier, and rooted in self-respect. Decisions are made from alignment, not fear. Boundaries strengthen. Intuition sharpens. This is inner strength, not ego-driven ambition. Power returns to the center instead of leaking out through anxiety or people-pleasing. You stop chasing validation because your worth is no longer tied to outcomes. This kind of power is calm and grounded. It doesn't demand attention, it attracts it through authenticity. The final sign is a quiet sense of wholeness. You no longer feel the need to constantly prove yourself or escape discomfort. You can hold joy and pain together without rejecting either. Wholeness does not mean perfection. It means nothing essential is denied or hidden. The inner war ends. The energy once spent fragmenting yourself becomes available for living fully. The world itself hasn't changed, you have. And through that inner shift, life begins to reflect your peace. This is the true comeback, not becoming someone new but remembering who you have always been beneath the noise.